guys, in today's video I'm going to show you the whole of Act 5 in Deathless mode. So I'm about to complete Deathless mode 16 when I finish this act. And you'll see at the beginning that my first Titan has super fast attack, and it's important that you get your gems right for Deathless mode and your equipment. So I start with my best equipment and then I bring in anything that I haven't mastered. So you'll see that I haven't mastered the Torrens Legacy heavy weapon, and so I use that and I end up putting a Titan speed gem in. So I make sure I have a Titan speed gem for all weapon classes when I enter Deathless mode, and I also take with me a great parry all and my bonus combo -1 gems and the perfect parry stun gem, and of course the high dark fire and the high rare attack gem, and a combo slash gem for heavy weapon. And I also take in my bonus combo supercharged gems in case the bosses don't have magic, you know, immune to magic. And I also take in the bonus combo magic charge gems just in case. So I make sure I have the Keldru and the Taurian with me to start so that I can have a lot of bonus combos. So first of all I get hits, so that was a good start. But that often happens to me at the beginning of Deathless mode, so I'm not put off now. And I don't know, either I get nervous and falter or the game doesn't respond, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. I got through it fine. So yes, because I've got the high dark fire and the high rare attack, it doesn't take me long to get through these Titans, even though they're getting higher now. I think they're around level 10,000, which is like the top of the arena mode, but I can still get through them in a few hits with my dark fire because it is very high. Well, that one is 7,500, but I think by the end of the Act 5 they're getting close to 10,000. So it's the same for everyone with Deathless mode. As you increase in Deathless mode playthroughs, all the Titans and the bosses increase by the same amount. So this is the same level that everyone will have on Deathless mode 16 in Act 5. So they start low, they start very low, so even if you're a high level of awakening in your normal mode, if you haven't started Deathless mode, they will be low, the Titans and the bosses. And so it's quite easy to start. However, each time you complete a playthrough and defeat Garlith, then they do all increase. And so by now they're starting to get a bit higher for me. But for me, with the high dark fire and rare attack, they are no problem. So usually I wait until my dark fire is out of the fuse before I take on Deathless mode. Otherwise I'm not too confident to get through it. But if I need to, like if I die in Deathless mode, which does happen occasionally, then I can go back with my second grade equipment, which for me is the magic playing as a mage. So I use the bonus combo magic charge gems, usually 5 at 10%, and I take the Taurian and Keldru and a magic ring, one with damage and freeze, and that way I can freeze the Titan and then get a perfect parry and perform bonus combos and then perform the magic damage. And that's my second rate way of getting through Deathless mode. And as I said earlier, if they are immune to magic, the bosses, then I use the bonus combo supercharged gems, and that's basically stun lock, where you keep them in super. So I didn't need to do that in this Deathless mode, because I was getting through it with my dark fire and high rare attack. And to upgrade your dark fire, you need to use capped elements gems, and that means 400 normal ones or 750 indoor or outdoor ones. And you can use either 2 400 normal or 2 750s or one of each, a 400 and a 750. And that's the only way you can upgrade your dark fire. And I have made a video on that. I've put a link to it in the description, but I do get asked about it a lot, and so there is a little confusion out there, especially with the rare gems, the 500s or over. You can't use the rare gems to upgrade your dark fire. You can only use the cap gems, and that's why it's good that the collector got changed, that he now drops cap gems and not rare ones, because they can be used to upgrade the dark fire. And you can see there mine is now at 103,000, so that's really great. I'm happy that it's getting close to the maximum. If I remember, it's 128,000 is the maximum, I'm pretty sure. I might have that slightly off, but it's around 128,000. So I haven't got too much longer to go, and then I'll finally be able to use it all the time and start working on building up the second one. And so here's Behemoth, and he's got normal damage resist, so that means only 10% of your attack gem and your stats have effect with him, but element gem have full effect, so I was still able to get through him without trouble because of the dark fire. So that didn't pose any problems for me. And now I've reached level 498, so I'm getting quite close to level 500. I think there's some club on the Epic Games forum that acknowledges if you reach level 500. I'll have to double check that, but I think so. So I decide to use my Great Parry All gem as well, just in case. Normally in normal mode I don't use that because it's not necessary, but in Deathless mode I rather pull out all the stops so that I don't die, because obviously you lose your equipment. If you die a second time, then you can buy your equipment back from the store. And also, if you wait 7 days, then your equipment is returned to you. But I don't think the chips and money that you got in the Deathless mode are returned. So you'll see I did get hit there, and so because of that I used a health potion, because I mentioned in the last Deathless mode Let's Play that if you get hit, then you possibly don't get your second chance. That's happened to me, and then I only need one hit and then I'm out. So to make sure that that doesn't happen, I take the health potion. So I'm getting near to the bosses, the final bosses now, and you'll see that actually Wreath does appear for me. I think that if you activate him with Cyrus or Issa, if you meet him in normal mode and then don't defeat him, I think that's when he appears in Deathless mode, but I'm not totally sure. Basically, sometimes he does appear for me in Deathless mode and sometimes he doesn't, but I think that's what it is, because I've met him with Issa and I haven't defeated him, so I think that's why he appeared in Deathless mode. But I definitely don't recommend fighting him in Deathless mode because he's very hard, and one small slip and you're dead, and you're in Deathless mode and you can lose your gear, so I wouldn't take that risk. But that's me, you know, obviously each to their own play style, but my play style is basically mainly for survival, so as well as skill, but you know, there are limits. I'm not going to threaten my gear with Wreath, thank you, in Deathless mode. So another tip, I take out the gems of the character I'm not using, the important gems, so that if I do happen to die, then I don't lose the gems from the other character as well. So say I'm fighting with Issa here with Radriar, so I've taken my bonus combo gems out of the Keldru from Cyrus, so that, you know, if I do happen to die here, which I don't, but if I did, then I wouldn't lose Cyrus's bonus combo gems as well as Issa's. So that's one tip, because I learned that the hard way, that I did die with one character and you lose both sets of gear and gems. And yes, you can get them back, as I said, if you die a second time. You can buy everything back from the store, but it's still quite inconvenient not to have, you know, say the bonus combo gems, -1 gems. So that's a tip that's helpful. And that way, if you do die, you've got another set of gems ready to go. So on to the last fight. You'll see Radriar went down very quickly there in one attack. Issa did very well and fought him very fast. I only needed one break and he was down. So on to the worker, and here I am fighting worker versus worker again. And he's perfect block only, which is handy because I'm using dual weapons, and straight away, as soon as I can, I nullify him. I usually find after the first hit is a good time to cast the magic. There's a bit of a pause, so either the first or the second hit, then I cast the magic, and then I'm able to perform the bonus combos. I only needed nullify and he was down. So that was the end, and I've completed Deathless Mode 16. Thanks for watching tamLChannel, your favourite channel for Infinity Blade. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment and subscribe, and check out my website and social pages. Thanks, see you next time.